Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back. Glad to have you back. You're all appreciated. Thank you so much for watching my videos. So today I pretty much wanted to share with you a new type of a pocket that I've added into my retro journal. What's most common to most of us is our library pockets, which are I love adding to my books, but I wanted something different. So I came up with an idea. And this is just to use as an example. I found this Thumbelina book. I love it. My mom used to call me that when I was little. When I saw this, I was so happy. Just thought I'd share that with you. This is what we usually do with our library pockets and the cards, which look great in the books, whether it's in the front or the back. But as usual, we're all looking for new ideas, and so am I. So I wanted to show you what I've done and what we'll be working on today. And I don't want to make it complicated. I want to make it as easy as possible for you. So I'm going to open the journal so you can see what I have in the front cover. It's a new type of pocket that I've added to my journal, which is not paper. It is actually plastic, and I love it. Sturdy, room to add whatever you want to the front. It's very permanent. It won't come off. It's sewn in. I added one of those retro pages that I made with all the labels that I stuck on my Bible study books that I use in the morning at my kitchen table. So that I had shown that in a previous video. And I added the Velcro on the sides to hold it closed, and it's open down here so that if you choose to, let me show you, you can add something underneath, also several items underneath. So that is what I'm going to be working on today. The pocket, you can embellish it as you choose to. I'm going to do it the way that I did it. So I have one in the back also. The only thing is this one I made in a different style. So this one has like an opening on the side. Also has the same paper inside, and I love them. So that's what we're going to be doing, and let's get busy. And without further ado, let's get these pockets done. These are the supplies that you're going to need to make the pockets. Your choice of folder, and these folders I managed to obtain at the $1 store. I love them. They come in a variety of designs. If you'd like to drop by your nearest dollar store, if you don't have one already, and pick one up, they have them in all different styles before they run out. Now that school's starting, the supplies are in one section at $1 store. So these, they had them actually for $1.25 if I'm not mistaken. And they didn't have a wide variety, but I'd say about 4 or 5 different designs. So you can choose from whatever you want. I use some stick glue just to hold down what I'm going to sew. I am using the Easy 6000. You're going to need that. This is plastic, and plastic on book. This glue will not cut it. Sorry. It won't do, in other words. It was harder to adhere to the book. So the Easy 1000, perfect. Just a little bit of it, it does work. A toothpick, in case it's dry on the tip, you can push it in so that your glue will come out. A pencil for marking, measuring. A scissor. Your bone folder, and if you happen to not have one, just anything that is flat. I usually use the edge of the scissor, which will work. You can just press right on the edge and it will work. Piece of ribbon. It's up to you. This one's like a crochet type of ribbon. You can use any type of lace that you want, your design, your choice. For this one, I'm not going to add the little ribbon that I put onto it because I don't have any ribbon at the moment. But once I'm off the video, I can also add more embellishments if I choose to, which I am. So, and this was so that I can miter the corner after I cut, miter the corners. And let's see what else. let me show you what I did with the little book that I am going to give away. I've already made the pocket on the back. It's a little different, but it still has the same on it. It has the little Velcro, and I went for zigzag stitch. You can add a few items in there, and you really can't see the stitch on the book, so, and it doesn't matter really. I think it just gives it that a unique touch to it when you add stitching to your book. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make the one for this side today. Since I've already worked on my retro book, I just wanted to show you how I did it, how I'm going to put it in here and make it, like I said, as easy as possible. First thing that we need to do is measure it and cut it. I've already made this, I've already cut this one out, so I think I am going to use this one in the book. And basically what I did was I used one flap of the folder, and you can actually use the other flap for 2 more pockets, depending on if you want it larger, depending if your book is larger, smaller. I mean, you can make this a really thin pocket if you choose to. So I was undecided whether to go in the same direction with the pocket or maybe do it as I did with mine, which I think I'm most likely going to do that just to give it something different, not the same pockets. So what I did was I actually took the folder, and this is where the flap closes. So I can either get as close as I want or I don't have to, but I'm not going to get as close to the edge of the book. So I'm going to bring it, let's see if you can see that. That's where the bend is. I'm going to bring it just above that. And then it's easy from there, really. You measure here because that's where the fold is going to go. And then what I'm actually going to do is cut to here. I'm going to cut that off. So let me set this aside for a second. Bring my cutter in. And if it's a little off frame, I'm sorry. But I think you get the gist of it once I open and cut it. See on my phone that you can see where I'm at. So I'm just going to cut this out first, lengthwise. You'll have some pieces left over that can be used for just about anything in your books. So I'm not going to cut yet because what I want to do is I want to fold this down first. And all I did was I put my hand where the mark is, brought this down and pressed onto the fold and went across lightly so that the fold actually folds where it's supposed to fold, because remember this is plastic, so it's a little harder to fold and you got to fidget with it. Just make sure your hand is tight on there so that when you take your bowl folder and actually go across it so that it stays down. And just don't do what I just did, which is rub really hard. Use the tip only because I just scraped here, but that's okay. It looks like it came with the design. So I folded it where I need to fold it so that I have access going in and out with anything that I might want to put in there. And then I went back to my book and I put the pocket on there. It's going to go in this direction. And this is about as far as I want to put it. Let me make sure. Yes. Basically up to where the paper's at. And as you can see, it's on the green. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to peek underneath and see how far I want the flap to go. I guess you can have it go all the way to the bottom if you want to. That's your choice. You have more to play with on the top. And I'm just debating whether I should do that or not. I think I'm going to go further down. So I think I'll go to here. Okay. So let me cut that portion off. Easy peasy. But I like it because it's a sturdy pocket. It's permanent. And if you don't have a machine, you can use your Easy 2000. And I'll show you what you can do to hold it together. And maybe leave it overnight. See, you have a little portion here, but this can become just about anything in a book. I love it. I think I'm going to use some of this in my book. So there is the length that I wanted. And what I did after that was, let me make sure this is straight. If I press on here, as you can see, yes, might be a little midge off of here, and that is okay unless you want to go back and just pull this way, hold on this side, there we go, and then press in that direction. And even if it doesn't, I mean, that's okay. It's not going to be perfect. If you want to be perfect, you can go ahead and do it several times and get it right. But I am not worried about that right now. I'm going to miter the corners. Okay. And then basically what I'm going to do is take my ribbon and my glue, because the 6000 doesn't go on there yet. I'm going to take this glue. Let me see. Let me check something really quick. For this pocket, the opening is on the side. Okay, so for this pocket, I actually want to close the whole thing. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue, stick glue on this side, and basically that's just to hold it in place. It's not to keep it there permanently, because I am going to, I'm gonna sew. So that I will leave there, and this I will bring down. Let's see, will that stay there? It might pop up, might not, but that's okay. It's just, it's temporary, in other words. Okay, once you fold it, you got to be careful, because once you fold this, it will not change its fold, I think. And I did the same thing again. Okay, now I moved over just a tiny bit, but that's okay. All right, now for this one. The other one has the ribbon on the bottom. And what I thought was, wouldn't it be great if I could just put the ribbon here and then make it a belly band? You can actually put a card in the front if you choose. This is just an example. It doesn't fit there. I don't want to cover up the whole color, the colors. So it would be something smaller. But you can actually hang something on there also. So I think this one I'm going to make into a belly band. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here to hold it in place. Let me see where I put it. Now I need more. Okay, you stay over there. Okay, right here. So I want that there. And like I said, that's not permanent. And then cut that edge off. And if you'd like, you can also even fray it a little bit at the edge. I think that looks cute. Let's leave that there. And then a little bit on this side. It's going to move a little bit until you finally put it down and hold it there. So if you want to, you can, let's see, come on. There we go. Just press on it a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my machine. I'm going to sew this, and when I come back, we will put it into the book. Okay, so what I'm going to do at the moment is show you how I glue it in. And for those who don't have a machine, what you can do in order to, I know it's really sticky and permanent. Me and glue, we don't have a good relationship. So I'm going to glue on 3 sides. And you don't need a lot of glue if you're going to sew it. Simply because you don't want your needle to get stuck. Where did I put the cap? I have no idea. Oh, here it is. Let me put the cap on first before I do anything. Even though it always dries up, I have that misfortune. Okay, let me wipe this real quick. 3 sides. And then all you need to do is lay it down. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to, my sticky fingers. Okay, so I'm going to lay it where I want it up on the top first. Okay. And then let it just fall down. Alrighty. Might need to fidget with it a little bit. It's still movable. The glue is still wet, but I'm looking at it and I see it very straight. My book will be able to bend. So for those who do not have a sewing machine, all you have to do is I would say overnight. I don't think you necessarily have to leave it overnight, but just in case, start just clamping all around the envelope with all the little clips that you have to hold it in place. Well, all you need is 4. Because this will put pressure on here, holding this side down. And then maybe just let it dry half a day, maybe. Okay. And then I got these at the $1 store. I love them. Winnie the Pooh, they have all different characters. I got one for my eldest son. But ours is, the one I'm giving him is related to the movies we like to watch. Okay, so then you just let it dry half a day. Check on it, could be shorter. I don't know because I have not done this process exactly, since I do have my machine and I am going to sew it in. So that's all that's left for me to do. Is I am going to let this dry for a few hours before I actually sew it. And then we'll get a look at it after I'm finished. So the only thing left to do with the smaller one that I've already finished off with the big one, with the pocket is, and there's only one difference. This one I actually put 2 of the little Velcro thingies. What are they actually called? I got these at Walmart, actually. They're Velcro Organization Sticky Back Dots. Okay, sticky back dots. So that's pretty much all that's left to do with this, is grab the bottom and the top. Pretty easy. So the easiest way for me to add it on would be to take the less rigid one, because this one has more ridges on it, place it on top, grab them both, open up, and pretty much I am going to put it closer to the bottom, not in the center. I put it down on the bottom one first, and then just lay the top flap on the top. And there we go. They are on permanently. And I added this little copy of this old library card that I had there from a book that I found many, many, many years ago. So I'm going to add that in there. So whoever gets this will be getting a few other little tidbits in this book. And as you can see, I went ahead and embellished this just a tiny bit by adding a little bit of the rickrack that I had purchased at Hobby Lobby on the bottom of the flower. So I put a flower on that one, happy face flower on that one, and on the other one I added a butterfly. And as you can see, they both open easily. There will be a tag in here. I just put this one as an example, but I'll probably put another tag in there, maybe embellished a little more. Some lucky person will get this gorgeous little book. I'm still undecided whether I want to embellish the front and the sides, or maybe have a little plastic bag with some ephemera in it, so that person can embellish the book the way they choose to embellish it. But this goes out as soon as my retro's done. This goes out to someone. I'm not sure the date, but look forward to it. Have a good one. God bless you. Thank you for joining me. See you soon.